Hi there, Scorpio. Welcome to your astrology, well, a snippet of astrology, tarot reading for your monthly. This is a beautiful time for all of us to be manifesting, specifically within this next 4-week window with these 2 full moons in Aquarius that we are feeling energies from. We had the first one on the 23rd of July, 1 degree Aquarius, and the second one is forthcoming on the 22nd of August, which will be at 29 degrees Aquarius. So it'll be coming full circle. So these next 4 weeks, or at this point, next 3 weeks, is extremely important, if you haven't already done so, to be manifesting all that which you desire, all that which is healthy, all that which is positive. And the way we do that is by planting healthy, positive seeds of intention and nurturing them in a very loving, spiritual fashion to create the healing, the compassion, the abundance, and the love that we want in our life. This is such an important time because of the Lionsgate that we just had with the new moon in Leo on the 8th of August. It's considered the spiritual portal, and it was at peak on the 8th of August. So I was hoping to get your reading done earlier, but challenging schedule and anyway, that aside, I just wanted to reiterate how important it is to be manifesting that which we desire in a positive fashion, in spite of the negative energies that we're also all still enduring, that have been pretty heavy hitting all of us since last year, the beginning of 2020. And we still have some heavy planetary activity from some big planetary movements between Saturn and Uranus for the balance of 2021. But we can navigate through that in a positive way by, first and foremost, if I may suggest, to come from a place from within, to connect with our higher level of consciousness. And the way that we do that is by connecting in prayer and through meditation with the divine, to help create and manifest that which we desire, that is beautiful and abundant and blessed. Because when we come from that place of elevation, that can be everlasting, because it's gifted to us then through spirit. It can't be taken from us. So I wanted to share that with all of you Scorpios out there in the world. I hope that you are all doing well. And it's my absolute pleasure to be here with you this evening. I welcome all of you to my channel, Spirit and I Incorporated. I'm hoping that this reading resonates for a lot of you Scorpios out there. It probably won't resonate with everybody, but it is my desire to help with any guidance and healing that my messages may be able to provide, to help you to manifest that which is beautiful and positive and prosperous, specifically within this next 4 or 5 week window. It's extremely important to keep it positive. All this being said, I thank you again for being here with me, and let's get started on your reading. I am currently pulling from the Enchanted Map Oracle deck created by the beautiful Colette Baron-Reid. And your first card out, Scorpio, is Rock Bottom. It did come up in the upright. It has the numerical number of 10, which when reduced is a 1. And this is in your most recent past energies, where you have been feeling perhaps frustrated, in your ability to move forward, but you're pulling through that, and I'm connecting the Scorpios that I'm currently connecting with, that I feel have been able to move forward even when they have felt like they've hit rock bottom, is because you've chosen to connect with the divine, as I was previously mentioning at the beginning of this video. So beautiful card to see. You're following the path of the divine, and you're going to be walking through that portal that I've been speaking of, that we are currently in at this time with the new moon in Leo, specifically when it peaked on the 8th of August, which is considered the Lion's Gate portal. So that's in your most recent past energies. Beautiful to see that. Your second card out for your current energies is called Protecting the Treasure. Beautiful, beautiful card, Scorpio. Wow. This is you protecting your spirit, protecting that which gives you strength, which gives you hope, which continues to allow your faith to be implemented in all the practical actions that you are moving forward with. It's an absolutely beautiful card. You're being very protective of the treasure of what the divine has given you, in the blessings of spiritual upliftment, which is trickling down from the heavens into your practical, tangible aspects of your life. And even though it's you have felt like some rains have been coming down upon you, there have been energies throughout your days or weeks or months even that have felt frustrating. You feel like you've been flooded with emotions of sometimes not certain if you're taking the correct actions with the directions that you've been guided to do. But even when those feelings have come up, you have decided to stay solid. Even when you have felt like at rock bottom, you've decided to stay solid in your faith, and the way you've connected through that, or to that rather, has been through the divine, to keep you strong and to keep you protected from anything negative that wants to infiltrate you. Very, very positive to see. That's in your most current energies. Beautiful, beautiful, because the treasures that you've been blessed with, they are from the divine. And again, as I mentioned, anything that comes from the spirit of the divine can't be taken from you. In your most forthcoming energies, we have the Mountain. And that's what the card looks like in the upright. It did come up in the reverse. And I see this actually as very positive in the reverse, because even though that the mountain that's before you appears to be steep to climb, you have the strength to climb it, because you have been protecting your treasure, and the treasure is the strength that the divine has given you to move forward. And I see that as a very positive card in the reverse, because it doesn't matter how big that mountain is, you're going to climb it. And you have the light of the divine giving you the strength from coming up from within you and rising through you, through the top of your head. Just like you've been, it feels like it's at rock bottom, but it's rising to the top to give you the strength to continue to move forward, even through the frustrating times. Very, very positive for me to see, Scorpio. Absolutely thrilled to see that for you. I'd like to clarify these cards with the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And let's start with your most recent energies of rock bottom. And again, that card has the numerical number of the number 10, which reduces to a 1, and ones are indicative of new beginnings in the science of numerology. So this is an absolutely beautiful card to see. Even if it's in your most recent energies, you're continuing to manifest in your current energies by protecting your treasure that the divine has been blessing you with. You're appreciating what you have. And it doesn't matter how big the mountains are that are before you that you need to travel through or around or up, you're going to be able to have the strength to do that, because your strength comes from within. Absolutely beautiful. To clarify the rock bottom card, the tarot card that came up is the Chariot. Beautiful card, Scorpio. Very strong, very steadfast. You're in control of the directions of which you're going. You've received the clarity that you've been needing to know which directions you are going toward. and you have the courage to do it. And it's been challenging, for sure. It's been challenging for many of us throughout the world. It doesn't matter which zodiac sign we are. There have been some very heavy-hitting, challenging times for each of us, and what's important is not what happens, but how we navigate through them. And when we navigate through them from a place of compassion, towards oneself, it provides us with the energy and the strength to pick ourselves up and to move forward in spite of. And that's what you're doing, the Scorpio. Beautiful, beautiful card to see in the upright. The numerical number of the 7 is once again here. 7s are indicative in the science of numerology as a very spiritual, a spiritual number. 7s are very spiritual numbers. And again, you have that in your most recent energies, which you're taking into your most current energies as you continue to protect the treasure and the treasures that the divine has been blessing you with. Beautiful, beautiful. To clarify the Chariot card, we have the 10 of Wands. Beautiful card in the reverse. It came up in the reverse. 10 of Wands is you laying down the battle. You're laying down the battle of that which has kept you feeling stuck, frustrated, annoyed. These are energies that when we hang on to them, they just keep us bound and unable to take the reins of our life and move forward, especially when they're being directed by the Spirit. Oh, pardon me, didn't mean to hit that incense holder. But you have laid down the battle of trying to control everything. Because Scorpios, the shadow side of Scorpio, as we all have, there's no shade being thrown out here, but we all have shadow sides, and when Scorpios get caught up in the control factor of wanting to control every avenue of their lives, personally or professionally, spiritually, metaphorically, what have you, it keeps us bogged down. And you've decided to not go that route because it hasn't served you in the past. All it's done is left you in disarray. And this is very beautiful to see in your most recent past energies. Very beautiful to see you're laying down the battle. You're taking what you've learned through the years and through these last few months. You're laying the battles down, those energies that have not served you, and you're continuing to protect the treasures that you do have, and you're allowing the divine to help you to build upon those. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, to clarify that protecting the treasure card, we have in your most current energies the 8 of Cups, and it did come up in the reverse. Once again, a confirmation that you're laying down that which has not served you. Cups are indicative of a lot of water, so I'm very much connecting this card with your energy of, because the cups are indicative of the water elements. And Scorpio, you're a water element, and you're walking away from the cups that have not served you, and you're walking around that big mountain. You see these cliffs and these mountains. Well, this is more like a mountain, but over here it's a cliff. You're taking the crescent moon, the light of the crescent moon that's shining from the divine onto you, and you're walking around that mountain to see what's on the other side as you continue to protect the treasures that you have in your most current energies. You're not afraid of that big bad mountain. You're going to walk right around it and see what's on the other side. Beautiful, beautiful to see. And the way you're doing that is that you're laying down that which has not served you to have the strength to be able to move forward and go around that mountain to see what's on the other side for you. You're opening yourself up to new options, new endeavors, perhaps being less rigid in what you desire on a practical scale. You're opening your mind up. You're opening your entire energy up, and the way you've been doing that is by connecting with the Spirit. Absolutely beautiful, Scorpio. Very, very happy to see this for you. I know it's been a difficult several months for all of us in our own ways. Let's clarify that Eight of Cups. Oh my goodness, Scorpio, look at you. You have the Hierophant. This is absolutely breathtaking for me to see for you. I'm very, very happy to see this. The Hierophant is known in the tarot deck as the spirit, the divine. It's a religious figure. It's known as the Pope. It's a hierarchy. And it's in the upright, which is so positive, Scorpio, in your current energies, to confirm that as you've been taking the guidance, taking the guidance from the divine by protecting the treasures that you already have and walking away from the energies that, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, energies that have not served you. You are allowing the divine to completely infiltrate your energies, to keep you strong, to keep you focused, to keep you in an aura of love and of peace, because in doing so you remain quiet enough to be clear enough to hear the directions that you need to hear from Spirit to allow you to continue to move forward, to walk up and around the mountains that are in the offing, that are being lit by the divine, to show you how to get around them and over top of them to your most best self. Absolutely beautiful, Scorpio. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. You're staying focused. And that's really, really important for manifestation, as I mentioned, especially right now in this next 4-week window. Very spiritual time, very positive time for manifesting, in spite of the negative energies that we, navigate through on a daily basis. It's important to revert back to know that the keys of navigating through those energies is to stay focused on your Creator. Absolutely beautiful, Scorpio. Now let's clarify this mountain that's in reverse. And I see that as very, very positive. I hope you can see that. I see this as very, very positive being in the reverse, because you're not afraid of it. You're not afraid of moving forward, because you know that you have your source, the source of the divine, whichever term you wish to label it, to provide you with the necessary strength to move forward, up and around whatever negative energies might be presented to you on your path of moving forward. You've done it in the past, you can do it again, and you are doing that. To clarify that, we have the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles did come up in the upright. The Four of Pentacles is indicative of resources. Pentacles are considered tangible in the tarot deck, that which is tangible. It refers to money, wealth, abundance, prosperity. You're doing relatively well. When I look at this from a practical financial aspect, you're doing fine. You're hanging on a little tightly to what you have, because you have some hesitancies about some of those mountains that you've seen wanting to go forward. So you're trying to continue to protect your treasures, which you're doing here, of which you already know you have. Scorpios like to be very aware of what they have, and even in forward movement it can be difficult, because it's difficult sometimes for them to move forward when something is unseen. So you hang on tightly to what you have for fear of loss. But don't be afraid, Scorpio, because you have the divine right in your current energies, continuing to bless not only what you have, but when you genuinely give thanks for what you have and appreciation for what you have, you can inflate that. You can make that bountiful. And the Spirit of the universe gives us everything that is bountiful when we genuinely connect with the Spirit. And that which is gifted to us from the universe can't be taken from us. So don't forget that. That's really important to remember, because the Four of Pentacles is telling me that you're hanging quite tightly to your resources, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but try to make sure you're not hanging on to it out of fear. Allow the law of attraction, cause and effect, to flow within you, and you'll be able to easier do that by staying focused on spirit, because you know your blessings come from spirit. And when you know that deep within yourself, it does trickle down into the tangible forms. You know, pentacles is that which we can touch, the physical senses, resources, money, property, investments. You can make this Four of Pentacles blossom into something much more abundant by genuinely appreciating what you already have and coming from a place of not only appreciation, but remembering to not fear the lack. Don't fear losing what you have. Stay focused on the divine to create more of what you have, because that's where the blessings come from that are everlasting. Anything less than that is not lasting. So don't be afraid. Stay positive, especially in this particular 4-week window that I've been referring to with the Lion's Gate having been at its peak on the 8th of August with the new moon in Leo. It's a very, very important time. Don't be afraid. To clarify that Four of Pentacles, we have the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles, it did come up in the reverse. Pages are indicative of messages. So there's a message coming perhaps towards you with respect to increasing your financial abundance. When he's in the upright, these are not gender specific, so I'm just referring to he because it happens to be a page, but they are not gender specific. These are simply energies. But the Page of Pentacles is a card that's implying that there's a message coming to you with respect to money, to perhaps increasing your resources. And I'm going to actually pull another card on that for further clarification. We have, there it is. It's the Ace of Wands. This is an action card. This is the hand of the divine showing you to take action towards an endeavor that's going to allow you to increase your pentacles, which is your abundance in a tangible form. And the way you're going to do that is to not fear that mountain that you have to walk around and perhaps walk over top of. The Ace of Wands in the tarot of the Rider-Waite is considered a Rods. Either way, it's a fire action card. It's a fire element card, and fire is action. So you are taking action to allow this message of resource to come toward you, which is going to allow you to inflate your current resources. And the way you will do that is by taking action to walk around or towards that mountain that is leaving you feeling a little uncertain at this time in your forthcoming energies. But the way to not be afraid of it is to stay connected with the divine. And that will give you the strength to remain clear, to be able to listen. And when you have those elements working on your behalf within your entire being, you won't be afraid to take the necessary steps to move forward, which is what this action card is applying. Very happy to see that for you, Scorpio. You're a strong Scorpio, so don't forget that. Don't be afraid. I want to clarify the balance of this reading with the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. I'm so hoping that these messages are resonating for a lot of you Scorpios. It's very clear that you have spirit very, very much in your life. And however you're choosing to connect with the spirit is giving you the strength to not be afraid, so that you can take the action you need to take to inflate your pentacles, which are in a practical sense your resources. Again, money, investments, properties, purchase of them, sales of them, Anything that's pentacle is related to that which is tangible in a financial capacity. So don't let the mountain of concern you, because you can certainly walk around it and walk up toward it, because you have the strength of spirit guiding you. Don't forget that. So to clarify the balance of this read with the Enchanted Map Oracle deck, so happy to be able to give these messages to you, Scorpio. I sure hope that they are of help, and that each of you that are listening to this, where it is resonating, even if it's just a couple of messages within this reading, that you are able to apply it to your situations, because all of your situations are going to be different, because we're not all the same. We all have different natal birth charts, and that makes the energies affect each of us Scorpios very differently throughout the world. So let me just see what the balance of this reading is clarified with an overall message from the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. And the card that we have coming up for that is the Movement Forward card. Beautiful card. This card's been coming up for probably 5 or 6 of the zodiac signs I did prior to yours. Beautiful, beautiful card. It did come up in the upright. Here you are, Scorpio. You're full. You're walking with your head high. You're moving forward, even through the stormy clouds. You're moving towards this new land by walking around or moving around this mountain, this very large mountain, or that you're feeling is a very large mountain for you to move around. You're moving around it. You have the light of the divine shining on your paths to you to be able to follow that. And you also have the spirit of the divine right above you here with this hot air balloon guiding you as you move forward through the storm. And the storm is symbolic of that which you have been uncertain of moving forward on. So don't let fear infiltrate all this beautiful, positive, spiritual energy that you have guiding you, because you're moving forward very, very strongly. You're driving your chariot around this mountain because you have the spirit of the divine guiding you with strength and peace and clarity to continue your movement forward and increasing your pentacles, which is your spiritual manifestation of all that which is tangible on a financial basis, on a resourceful basis. Absolutely beautiful to see, Scorpio. So happy to be able to share this message with you. I do hope that this reading resonated for each of you, or a lot of you. And if it didn't, that's okay. It just wasn't your reading. Perhaps the next one will be. It is my hope that that will be the case. Thank you so much again for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. It is greatly and deeply appreciated. I wish you a beautiful evening, Scorpio, and we'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye for now.